Hello everybody, this is Hexa15. Today we shall be doing Salt and Sanctuary. So let's begin. Dang it. I hope I can beat him this time. He's really hard. But he gives you nice loot. He has two attacks. The jump attack and the slam, which I want him to do the slam because it's easier to dodge. After you get like a good percent of his health out, he will start to move faster. Oof, got hit. Okay, he's dead. I rarely can kill him. But the trick is just to do one hit and keep on. When he does one of his ready stances, just roll once and you get through him. But the reward is really good. You get a shimmering pearl, a hold it. You get a black pearl, a drowned tome, which is a upgrade item for some of the boss weapons, I think, and the shimmering pearl, which is used to make some of the harder stuff. Anyway, this guy will give you a religion to follow, more or less, but because I'm using a I'm gonna be using a faith style build, technically wisdom, I need to get a spell off the guild called Blessed Weapon, which it gives me extra damage based on my wisdom that I have. So I'll be doing a mixture of, I'm trying to remember what the purifier needs. I need to have reboot level 2 at least to weld it. Hold it. Okay, so this is the skill tree. I need to get to Pikeman 2, but to do that I have to sorry, I'm kinda out of it. Okay, yeah, I know what I'm doing. First of all, I need to get oops. I need to get Sword Fighter, Pikeman, Strength, Sword Fighter 2. The reason I'm getting Sword Fighter is until I can get my main weapon for the game, I'm going to be using the Bulwark Greatsword. To make the Bulwark Greatsword, I need to fight the Shrouded Bulwark. Wait, no, it's called the Shrouded Sword. Anyway, it's pretty much the Cloud Sword from Final Fantasy, except no lightning damage, which sucks. Because I think in one of the games it had lightning. But this is pretty much a two-dimensional Dark Souls game, so it shouldn't be too difficult for me because I love Dark Souls. I need to get a better shield. Anyway, I'm going to get the Shrouded Bulwark, which I think is the name of the sword. Sorry. Shrouded Bulwark sword is what I'm going to be using, because the boss that drops it, I think his name is the Solden Knight or something. But once I get that, I should be good. But first, I'm going to cheese the boss with fire damage, because from when I was playing off by myself, I found out that he's very vulnerable against fire damage. So I'm gonna use that to my advantage against fighting him. Oh, you don't. I forgot. You don't sell it unless you are from a specific guild. Dang it. All of the Scarecrow guys to get the bad ending, I guess you would call it. Okay. Also, break all the barrels if you want money. There's actually a guild that I think the mask gives you better money drops. I'm not sure because I usually just stick to the three. The three, I think they're called. Yeah, I think they're called three. Anyway, I got the cleric down, so that means I can summon. I mean, I think you can summon a cleric. Ugh. Ah! Why did I? Anyway, this is gonna be my armor for the rest of for a good portion of the game until I get something better. It's kind of hard to know if you are fat rolling in this game, which is kind of annoying. But if you see my character look like he's slamming his body to the ground, that's kind of a warning that he's a bit too heavy. The bandage ring lowers the amount of overall damage on your health. Like if you get hit, you're gonna lose a bit of your max health after a while. So that ring is pretty important if you get hit a lot. The door won't open unless you I meant the door right here won't open on the right. It won't open unless you beat the boss, because he has a key. Now since I can't get a, what was it, pitch file? It's some sort of fire item, throwable. I'm gonna have to use the Granados. I don't know how you pronounce that. Close enough. Anyway, there is a way to skip the boss, I know, but I can't do this special jump they show. Like, I'm just not gonna even... Yeah, I'm not even gonna try that. Okay, so this boss is technically the first boss if you don't beat the deep dude. I need him. Come on. Done. I don't think I got hit. Okay, next boss is Queen of Smiles, I think, technically. Yeah, it's the Queen of Smiles. Anyway, I'm gonna try to do all the side quests in the game too, so... Okay. Because that guy gives you a King's Order, I think, if you do his quest line. But if you don't join Devol's Light, this area gives you a freebie on that. Now let's see how much it'll cost to buy it. Okay. I need to see how many points I need to get it. 1, 2, 3. I need 4 levels. No, I miscounted. Also, there's a little bar on the bottom of the salt counter on your bottom left of the screen. You see that gray bar? That tells you if you have enough to level up yet, but it only does for the first level up. I don't think it does any more than that. If it does, that'd be new information for me. Good. If you're doing a mage build, you should come on down here to get your spell. Also, there's a Armormite. I'm not gonna fight him because I don't have good damage right now. See, like 7, and he takes half my health. Yeah, not going there. Wraith? I think he's a Wraith. Are you a Wraith? You look like a Wraith. Oh, don't bite me! If you get bitten by those guys, they have a chance of poisoning you. Not fun. Don't want that. Gonna save those blessed papers for some other boss. That ring gives you better item finding, which I don't need at the moment because I'm not looking for anything. Avoid that trap. Then let the big guy take the trap. Oof. Not your day, buddy. Not your day. Anyway, this is where you, I think if you die, you get hanging up there. Maybe I should have put a statement saying this game is a bit on the bloody side. Lock of Hell helps you upgrade your weapon, which I'm gonna do once I get my Haymaker. That shield's good for poison resist. Our boss is up there, but I'm not doing that. I need to talk to you. It doesn't matter how you answer this guy. But you have to talk to him 3 other locations for you to get the alternate ending. I think I need like shield 1. I need to use the shield just for this boss because I suck at rolling through his attacks. Not going to swear allegiance to you though. The reason I'm doing this is so I can get my... Okay, Reaper, where are you? I need this, so it's 4. Actually, let me get the other item that I need to start making the Shrouded Bulwark. I need a great sword, which is what I have now, a Kramoa. I think that's how you say it. Oh yeah, I need to fight the boss first. Oof. I'm gonna upgrade the Kramoa to tier 2 because when you upgrade if you turn a weapon into a boss weapon, any levels you have will be compensated to the leveling. I know that sounds weird, but how I said that, but you understand once I get the... I'm right now debating if I should just leave. To get your weapon to a boss, you need to be with a guild, and the only guild I can think of at the moment who has a natural alchemist is the wood wraiths. But I might wait on killing them until I can get a Crystal Spear. The Crystal Spear makes it that I can more or less turn a random guild into my side, so I don't have to start a fight with the guardians in that area. Which isn't a bad thing if you're trying to... Oof. I'm gonna run. Okay. I do not want to use my ability Mend yet, because if I use Mend, I'm going to kind of make it harder to for me because of the stamina it uses. But I am going to take out my blessed paper for this buy. I now have 6 pages. Queen of Smiles has some annoying attacks. Why I'm using a shield. If you hit a threshold on his health, he would do follow-up attacks on some of his normal attacks, like this. I don't think that gets a follow-up. I know that spell where he summons more those illusions swords. That he'll do like a come on, do your follow-up attack. Okay, here it comes. That's the one I can't dodge. I can dodge everything else, it's just I can't read that attack that well. Anyway, I'm gonna save the rest of my pages for the next boss, the Alchemist. The Mad Alchemist, actually. Because he's really hard if you don't have some extra damage. I mean, if you had the Shrouded Bulwark and you wanted to join the Wood Wraiths, which is my favorite group to be with. Oops. Wrong button. I mean, I can still beat the boss with 3 pages, I think. Shouldn't be too hard to beat the Mad Alchemist. I just need to make sure I don't get too greedy on some of his more stress-inducing attacks, folks. And that's how you kill the Black Widow. Oh wait, no, that's her weapon she dropped. Okay, so if you are doing a arcane build, which is kind of like the mage build, her weapon, she can, her soul, or whatever you want to call it, her eel, her drop gives you, is really good if you need to, you want to stop your mage damage run. It's pretty much equivalent of Dark Souls' Moonlight Greatsword, except without shooting a beam of moonlight energy. But supposedly you should switch that out with the Northern Cross, which is a scissor weapon. I don't like the scissor weapon at all. I think it's stupid. Also, the reason I ignore this chest is it has some useless junk that I don't need. It's the chef starting set, and don't really see a reason to focus on that if I'm not going to be using any of it. Anyway, we're going to get my Haymaker, which is the scythe I need. Also, I'm not going to interfere with the guy, but he can drop an amber idol if you fight him. But be very careful. He has some bad attacks. Now I'm going to remove the shield here, add the shield here, put my mace on this hand, and then put my scythe on this hand because I can only two-handed right now. But I need to get my scythe, the Pikeman 2, to be able to wield the Purifier, which is one of the few weapons I found in the game that actually have some scaling with faith, and it does natural blessed damage. So that's the main reason I want to. Also, I need to get my will. I need to get my wisdom up a bit. But before I do that, I'm going to. I need to get that shield up, but I want to get Pike. Actually, I'm gonna go for the. I'm gonna at least get my Cleric too. There's only up to 5 tier clerics. There's Blessed Weapon, which I need to get, which I already have. There's Divine Blessed Weapon, which is I think a souped up version of the normal Blessed Weapon. This acts like a Blessed Page, so if just a strong version of Blessed Page. But once I get the Purifier, I'm going to remove my swords skills, because this weapon, the Reaper weapons, are really good. Also be careful with that. Also, if you have if you want a free piece of light armor that's good for mage enemies, you can wear the Crimson set. I mean, I don't like it, but because I think it boosts your magic a bit. Oh no, Vile Hawks. I'm gonna go back wearing my normal. Actually, I'm gonna keep the I'm gonna put on the blacksmith gloves because it does boost my overall damage a bit. No! Stop poisoning me! I don't deserve this. Oh! Viral Hawk armor does. It's one of my favorite armors in the game. Aesthetic reasoning. Oof. Get some skull batteries. You could get a, I think an axe, is it, down here? I don't like it. I don't like axes in general, unless you talk about Dark Souls 3 axes. That's the bullwhip. I do not need that. Because one, I can't rip past with the whips, which makes it obsolete in my opinion. Also, if you hold the control stick up when you use a light attack 2 times, you can do this really nice twirl, which is really good if you're going against someone. Great Pearls are deleting skill points ability. I don't know if I have the item I need to yeah, I don't have it. I'm gonna have to fight the alchemist dude. He's not that hard, it's just he has a very wide array of attacks that can throw you off if you're not used to it. One of his attacks that drives me out on the wall with is the the dark magic clouds he can create that summon little blades. I don't really need to fight him, so I'm not going to. Those guys can drop a item. I'm going to show you what the Blessed Weapon does in this fight. I'm going to keep the antidote on me because he still can do poison because he can summon some poison bros. Done! As I said, Scythes up for the win. Didn't even get poisoned. That's probably the quickest chance I killed him. Black Pearl Moss Key. That's where we need to get to the next part of the game. Now there's 2 bosses in this next area. One is an optional, because you can ignore him pretty much and just fight the Jester, the false Jester. Or you can fight the Cyclops and use a key you get off him to skip the Gesture fight. I'm gonna fight both just because why not? But first let's get to the checkpoint. There's these guys known as Reg Feeders. I just hate them. They're not that hard to kill, it's just usually when there's one, there's going to be a few dozen more around you, and that can throw you off your game. If you go to the right, there's a item, the Ring of Fire and Sky, I think. Yeah, Link of Fire and Sky. This helps you if you are doing a magic build, because if you don't have the ring on and you use certain elemental spells, it can damage you severely. So, but if you're doing a mage character already, you should have the ring like for free. Gonna get the blacksmith, cleric to boost my damage. I need a guide here, and I'm not gonna use the leader yet. I want to use the leader at the castle. If you're wondering what the leader does, it gives you little side quests to kill certain enemies. Fast things are like the throwing knives, but instead they poison. Which are really good if you're having like a good enemy who... If you know an enemy can be poisoned quickly, just use that. Wood Wraiths also have a good spells. Oh no. I'm gonna use a red shot for this area. A red shot is a weaker healing potion. I just want to use it because I don't want to waste potions excessively. This is where you use the key for the Cyclops fight. From the Cyclops fight. This is how you get to the official boss. Hold it. I'm gonna remove mint and salt, blessed paper, antidote. Anyway, this boss, he's a bit aggressive, I guess. But also, if you switch weapons, you don't lose your spell effect. I'm trying to bait him to do that attack because it leaves him a bit open. I got greedy and dead. Before I go any further, I'm going to go and kill the Cyclops and get a spell for my class. Oh, that's what we need to get yes. We have the item I need to take over the Wood Wraith place. So I'm gonna use the guide that I just put down to teleport me to the Wood Wraith place and give me the territory. That was the Watching Woods. Now I'm gonna use it. And now I can get Shrine Bullet Book. And plus, I think this is gonna rest here. Load it. I want to use up all my XP because if I die I don't want to have to struggle with the boss for it. I'm gonna take that poultice. I need the shield tier 2. Now I am pretty good at fighting the next boss. Next boss, not this next boss, but the following boss is a dragon. That's pretty much it. I need 2 more to get the shield that would do really well against the dragon. The dragon is really annoying. It's less of a difficult boss and more of a just annoying boss. Cause it will do these fire attacks which can wreck you. Anyway, we're here for the Cyclops fight, which should be semi-easy with my setup with blessed damage, as long as I as I said, it's not that really hard of a boss. I don't think I even healed, but I could have. The only difficult part about the set boss is it's a bit unpredictable at points, because when he drags his great axe on the ground, he has a chance of as I said, dragging the great axe, or he might completely skip that and not do it at all. Other than that, the boss is pretty easy to fight. But you're not gonna see it from the fight I did it, but to speed up his attacks near half health or quarter health. It's one or the other. Okay, now I have what I need to get my tier 2 shield for the dragon fight. The shield has 90% damage resistance to most attacks, but it has 105 resistance. So that's the main reason I want the shield, is to block off the main fire attacks he can do. I just love parrying those guys' arrow attacks. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the secret route. It's not really a secret route. If you come back and kill the Cyclops, you still get the key. If I choose the Cyclops or the Gesture as your first boss to fight, I would choose the Cyclops just because it's easier to figure out what he's gonna do to you. While the Cyclops fight is a bit more challenging, I would say. Oh, that boosts my drop rate. Good to know. It's lighter. This guy is gonna give you a brand that will make it you can use these structures on your right, on my right, to just get magnetized to the ceiling. Keep thinking this is another game. Silver Shield is good on magic and holy damage, but do not use it against lightning based enemies. It does negative 30 resistance, which is a gentle way of saying bad. Anyway, I'm gonna be collecting this armor that I tend to rail to the game as a fave. It's good elemental resistance, at least. And I need to keep my character light as possible so I can do some of my main attacks without issue. And since there's no poise effects in this game, I don't really need heavy armor. Wow, you fell to your death, buddy. If you're wondering what I meant, so, now we're going to, I guess we're like almost a quarter of the game done now. I usually count the, the dragon guy, the Drake, usually like mid-game. A bit, actually no. I think it's more like a quarter of the game, as I said. It's kind of hard. He's not hard. As long as you... There's two ways to fight him that I've thought of. One is to use a shield that does really good fire damage resist. And alternative plan is to simply use, instead of the shield, use the blacksmith armor. Come on. It should be a heal? No, spell. That's good. What? Come by me again? That shouldn't have hit me. That should have hit you. I hate this place so much. I need to boost my stamina, I think. What you need from me? I think you can pretty much play the game without upgrades. Right. Sorry if I'm not talking, I'm just really... This spot always gets me on edge because of the excessive amount of aggressive enemies. I'm trying to remember if I missed anything. The spell I got earlier needs a... Okay, the spell I got earlier I think it's like tier 4. It does a AoE spell. It's a AoE spell. Not it does a AoE spell. Okay, let's get the dragon shield, as I like to call it. And it doesn't just work on dragons, it does work on most enemies who do any level of fire damage, so I just like calling that dragon shield because that's pretty much what I use it for. I think I can one-hand this. That lady is going to be our ticket to getting an item. I do not need pitch fire. I don't think fire works when something that uses fire. After this, I'm going to go back to some of the spots because since I got the reverse gravity ability, I want to collect all the stuff I can. There's a checkpoint right here. Now I can't level up on these little spots you see. They're just mainly there just to give you, if you're new, a strong enemy. Sometimes they give you a breather. Oof. And my controller froze up. Gotta hate when that happens. Anyway, I've played against this boss a dozen times. I've done it with a shield, without a shield. It doesn't really matter with the shield, but if you're just like a little uncomfortable fighting the boss, I would say use the shield just against his fly-by attack. Cause trust me, buddy. Grasping. I want to use that. Grasping gives you a better salt count. Whereas if you want to get a lot of XP, I'm just going to use it for this boss because I want to be able to have some. Okay, let's go. This boss has a long distance attack where he shoots fire at you, which I hate. Oof. Sometimes he would shoot fire like really exactly the moment he lands. Not lands. When he's just starting the flyby, he might shoot fire, which That's why I mainly have the shield is. But if you use the Shrouded Bulwark on this guy, I forgot I wasn't using the correct weapon. My bad. Now, if you don't have the Tethys shield yet, you can get a free one up ahead. Past the... This is the other crest. But she's a bit... Because if you miss one, she just fades. And she goes off a bit, so you don't really know you're not gonna get to it. Can't get that one yet. Charm makes it you do fire damage. Trying to decide how I want to get up. Okay, there should be fire skull. Okay, I'm just gonna stick to my Shrouded Bulwark right now. Now I could skip the area we should be going to and just focus on getting our bread and butter weapon. But if I do that, it might get a little dicey. A bit. The boss itself is not really hard to beat. I could probably beat him eyes closed. The only hard part about said boss is getting to him, because he's guarded by ghosts that you actually no, they're not ghosts, they're called Whispermans, but they're pretty much ghosts. And you only can see them if you either have the spell Undersight, which you need tier 2 magic for, or you get Files of Undersight, which they drop. So if you run out, oof. Alright. I'm trying to level up as much as I can on wisdom, because the better my wisdom is, the better my blessed weapon is. Right now I'm doing a bit of a clunk roll, I guess. Come on. I've actually been in the game with this only weapon, so that gives you an idea how useful said weapon is. Can two-shot mages all the time though. It hits hard. That's what you need in a good heavy weapon. But I'm probably not going to use the Phoenix Palmer ever again. Wait. I take that back. There was that one other boss I need the Phoenix Palmer for. Okay, he doesn't know I'm here. I'm going to walk away. Trying to remember what the divine weapon charm is. I don't know if it's up here, but I know there's there's an item up here that I'm gonna get just on principle. I need that. Okay. Oh wait, this guy has a... The upgrade salesman is here. He actually is in earlier of the game, but he changes his location after a while. And that's it. Also, the moment you turn your weapon to a boss weapon, it takes different upgrading material. So, just a little warning. Giant dude shouldn't follow you down here because it's impossible. This is the second meeting of the Scarecrow, so I need to see him in the ruins, and I think after the other dragon fight. I think there's a spell up here. Oh, alright. Oof. This level is just a maze at times. It's not the worst level to be in the game, but it gets very distressful. Because you can get lost. One time I walked in a circle so many times in this area that I just lost my mind. That item up there on the right is a lightning spell, I think. I think it depends on what faction you're with. But talk to you in a minute, Jester. I want your crystal spear first. Anyway, he doesn't say anything interesting, he just he's just there. This is the peasant's garb, patched garb. In my opinion, it kind of looks like what I'm wearing right now, but dirty and barbaric looking. I try to place a guide in like good spots in the game. But I want the blacksmith to upgrade my side. I'm gonna try to upgrade myself as much as I can, but I need the Lord's Order, which is tier 3 upgrading material. And then I would need a King's Order to get +7. But if I have a +7 Haymaker and then I transform it, it will be a +6 Purifier, so I won't get a fully upgraded Purifier unless I get a Drowned Tome, I think. The boss we're coming up to is kind of a nuisance, but he's not the hardest boss in the game. I give that to the Witch. Easiest boss would be Koshjar. Because one, he's one of those, he looks big, he looks scary, but he does nothing. Hold it. I need to get a Red Lord EO. The reason I need a Red Lord EO is because there's a person who sells certain items that you need. Alright. You can sometimes lure at least one of these guys off the ledge, so all you have is just one. And there's a secret door right here by pressing circle against the wall. The Biocharm is a poison charm that makes it that if you hit someone, you can poison them. Wonderful. Also, if you're very careful, you won't really get an issue that's really difficult in this spot. But the worst case scenario is you get lost. Charred dolls or a upgrade material. There's a door right here. Now for the longest time I never knew there was a door there because it was so close to the. It was being blocked. Its view is blocked by what looks like something up front. So I didn't see the wood for the longest time. Now just to be thorough, I'm gonna go back up here. Okay. I went there, landed down here. I need to kill this guy. There should be like a door. I'm gonna get this door before I go any further because I can open a short. And I'm not trying to speedrun this game, I just really know this game pretty decently. I could never speedrun this game. It's too, Oh, by the way, do not go to there. Because, there's literally a drop the moment you step out, so... There's a way around that because there's a little island on that area. So if you're careful, you could, I guess, land on the little island and, you know, be safe. But it's very hard to do it for me, at least. I'll try. Let's see. So yeah, if you're just rushing through, it can kill you quickly. But I'm trying to find the thief right now because I know she's in this spot. She's in here. She's in Hagel's Caverns, which is the next area if you go this way. I'm probably going to kind of pull out here. Oh no. First step of the game. First of the game, and it's a human error. I am error. Let's try it again. Talk to the wise man, the wise knight. Anyway, there's the Tethys. I don't know. Anyway, let's go and get my loot. If I die in the game, then my loot becomes a drop. Ooh, that was close. Oh, there's a chance of the... Oh, never mind. Usually that guy just despawns. I'm gonna use a light healing. There is a guild, I think. Somewhere. Not this way though. I think it's like right under me. How dare you? Wretch feeders are the most annoying enemy in the game. They're not hard, they're just plain rude. Oh, there's a heavy armor up there, I think. I'm gonna try to get it, then sell it. Cause why not? I don't really get hit enough to really need heavy armor. Plus I'd rather keep my light armor that I have on me. Hopefully we find another Red Lord dude so I can try to get my eel. Also, I don't know how that hit me. If you start swinging your weapon widely, you can actually not fall to your death. At least that's what I've noticed. Okay. I think there's like an invisible wall system that makes it I cannot walk over that. As you see, I'm literally moving when I swing, but the moment I get near the wall, it just kind of just stops me from really dying, I guess. Okay, so you see that opening down there? That's where we need to go to get the tier. Oh, that's just rude. That's just rude. I love this game. I made a mistake. That's the one negative of using a great sword. Unlike the beautiful, elegant scythe. But I want to at least... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my stuff back and go and get my purifying scythe. Then I'm gonna go and continue down the red hall. Yeah, they don't really... They're not that good at surviving when need be. Come on, shoot. Okay. Dead. Dead. I want to at least... Okay. That eye makes it that they don't take any damage. I'm not having that. Now we fight the hangmen. Hate these guys. You leave them alone, they hang you. I think there's only one in this spot though, so I should be good. Okay, ladies should be up here. Anyway, she's saying she's gonna look for her client. Now I'm gonna go to the cavern. Oh fuck! Misjump! Oh, flipping hip! You know something screwed. I'm not going back. I'm just gonna go forward. Yeah, I lost 15,000 souls, but shouldn't be too hard to reclaim all those. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, there's a secret layer, but I'm not going there yet because I need one more item to really get up there. So I need to beat the third lamb, which I have to kill the Inquisitor for. And since I've already died, I might as well keep on going for it. Is this any better? Okay, I'm not fat rolling anymore. This is the first mimic of the game, by the way. More of the story. Now, from now on up, you should pretty much be cautious or watch what I do. If you didn't get an Amber Idol as your offering or your item, you can get a free Amber Idol right here. Need guide, alchemist, blacksmith. The alchemist is for once I kill the Inquisitor. Okay. Those guys are not as hard as they look. The bulk is worse than a bite. There's two spots. You can go up or you can go down, but I go down because I want to kill the sniper dude. This is the merchant getup. If you want to look all, I'm rich. Please love me, senpai. This part is really tedious. This is where if you don't have the potion, you better hope. Okay. Another Amber Idol. That's fine for me. Also, always loot. If they drop sign, make sure you get it because it can be what affects your game. If you're wondering why I'm not using my holy... Okay. Oh, good. I hate these axe bronze knights. Okay, we got the Inquisitor. In my opinion, one of the easier bosses. Not the easiest boss, mind you. Once we kill him, I can build my bread and butter weapon. His attacks are very predictable. Man, this guy's so easy. Gets hit immediately. I want him to want him to do his attacks so I have a chance to I mean, when I first fought this guy on one of my first round times, yeah, he was hard, but I mean, I have a harder time with the third lamb. At least the third lamb was hard. But the Quizzes was like really easy. Okay, now I can make my purifier. Yes, I will be immortal. I really wish I could wear the Quizistos outfit though, because it looks awesome. Long robes and wearing a hood is my opinion what it means to be cool. Alright. Lady, I want you to transmute my haymaker into the purifier. Forgot. I need tier 3. Whoops. No. Tree of Scare, blah blah blah. Where is it? I'll use the touchy. Where's... Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you serious? Don't want to use all my salt.